I'm wondering if they gonna make me do it. No, nope, they didn't. Like I'm on air. Hey y'all.
Hey y'all, what's up? What it do?
Like these motherfuckers in this internet shit, they pissing me the fuck off.
Why they pissing you off, Sue?
You know why you sitting right here?
I know, but I was just telling the people. Like, tell the people why.
Because like technology acts weird all the time. They want you to go through too many parameters to get your shit up. So the fact that, you know, I'm coming through y'all phones right now, it's too much shit that they want me to do in order to do that. And it's annoying. So, yeah. Share this live. I got something I want to tell you motherfuckers.
Okay. Share.
I damn near want to drink CJ drink instead. I poured this drink right. And I'm having a whole fucking debate on like whose drink is the strongest.
His drink is the strongest.
And I'm like, CJ, you poured a stiff fucking drink right there.
I poured it regular.
I
poured it regular.
He like, I don't know, I did next one. I'm like, okay, yours is stronger than mine. We try to get this nigga over here to judge.
Super shit was stronger. I'm sorry. So you know what I told them? Cool. I'm gonna pour my cup. Then y'all tell me which one is the strongest. I don't drink no chaser.
So clearly my drink is the strongest, and I probably need to not drink all this.
But he said that my drink was sweeter, but it was stronger. But I feel like a sweeter meaning it got more juice. So,
or it got more pineapple juice than mine, one or the other. But you know, I don't know. I felt like that when I tasted your shit, it was stronger than mine. That's what I felt like. Share this live because I got something I want to tell you bastards. So
that's like when you eating somebody else's food and it just tastes better because it's somebody else's food. That's what it is. He was trying to eat my food.
Okay. Ciao. I got something to say. Oh.
Right,
CJ went to go see, before I even start and talk about anything serious. But like,
so this not serious? What he went to go do?
That's how I felt a little bit. I'm gonna sip this real quick.
Cause you're seeing through my. Of course it was serious because like he enjoyed himself.
It was the best day of my life.
He said that it was the best day of his life. So like, I love that for him, and I want him to have nothing but the best and to be happy. You know. So like CJ, he went to go see Nicki Minaj yesterday.
Woo.
And he had the time of his life. And like anybody that knows me knows that it's not just Nicki I don't like, okay?
Okay, so you don't like Nicki?
It's not just Nicki I don't like.
Okay.
It's the whole industry that paints this narrative of authenticity, siphons the energy from people, is deception, deceiving, like all of that. I don't fuck with it. Like I seen Nicki at the Shed Aquarium with her baby, and I was like, this is what I would like to see more of, because I feel like that if I seen more of her human side, then like I could feel her, you know. But like what I feel from her ain't necessarily positive. But like this is not about me and what I feel about her, okay? This is about like CJ having the time of his life, going to see her. I have yet to see like the footage of him going to see her. So like I told him that I was gonna let him share with all of y'all too. Like we all gonna see him at the party, turn up with Nicki Minaj, having what you said you had the time of your life.
The best day of my life.
The best day of his life. Ain't that cute for him?
And my videos was long, so I did. I made it into like a minute and 30-second video of like some highlights, kind of. I guess it was so hard because like everything was a highlight. You know? I did my best.
So it's on your page.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull up CJ's page.
For life.
What?
For life.
And then while fam serenade y'all with
I'm not gonna do that because then they're gonna go off the live because I can't sing.
They gonna go off the.
They're gonna be like, oh, this nigga cannot sing super. Why you got this nigga sing?
like sing now. What's your
Sing
your
the song.
page name?
_BigDaddy.CJ. Follow me. Check out
Underscore
my Nikki
dot.
content.
Big Daddy. Here we go. Here, pull up so they can see his pull me up. Yeah. This is Big Daddy's Instagram. Follow him. You see him. He got the same face. Look at him right here. You're like, what the fuck is that? He got this face right here. Like, what the fuck is this? So, like, go. It's on your stories, or is it this one right here?
Mm-hmm.
Ask that bitch.
Okay.
Bust some money.
So we're testing our audio as well because we didn't do that. So like, hopefully we hear this. Okay. Wait a minute, but like maybe I need to switch it to. Is this correct?
Yeah, you switching. I don't know which one.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna click that.
Made a couple DVDs, made a couple mistakes. Hey, what I was doing, what? Now it's this world tour. Should I go on a date?
Yeah, family, friend, everywhere the fuck you go. Who is these people? You can see the ads from all the way up. Who's the man rapping? There's a man rapping under.
I'm always in the top shit. Backseat bitch, love the gossip. I'm in the outer, I call him daddy. I got it, you like it when I get down, but I like it when he be sober. That's down with the top, I never
That was it? Look, you definitely having the time of your life. Where the pit? You ain't even put no pictures up of you taking pictures with random people.
I didn't take pictures with random people.
You did.
No, I didn't.
Look, he got some more stories.
You should bring all that.
Monica.
To this show,
This is her like beginning. I said, you know this song?
Other people. Who threw it? Listen, sweetheart. I don't know what signs you throwing up, but don't throw shit on my motherfucking stage. I know that's right. And leave his ass right there. No.
She was on stage. Oh, this is from the show. Okay. Hey, go check out my girl Janae Moore and her show. It's my girl. And look, this is Charles at work. Sad to be at work, honey, because I'm working shit out of them. Turn me back up.
I wasn't sad. I was just
Turn down for what?
And he don't look. What he don't be having is the time of his fucking life at the shop. Okay.
Okay.
He had the time of his life.
Okay.
At Nicki Minaj show.
I have it's sometimes had at the shop.
But not of your life.
Not
Okay.
Okay.
No,
So that
But like-
that hit home right there.
Oh.
Did
Let's
that
talk
hit
about it.
home?
No,
Well, he said
no.
Okay, cool.
Because my next state was like, because it's not a contest either.
Okay, cool.
Okay, it's not a contest.
It was a concert. We're comparing a concert and work. Like, come on.
Okay,
But I did not take. Oh, you talking about the pictures that I did take with the random people outside? Okay.
right. You showed me pictures with random people. You ain't.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't get that.
No. Okay. Look. So I went and taught the kids today. Okay. At Diet, I showed them how to do my hair and how to repair hair. Okay, so I'm going to show y'all some clips of that. It ain't much audio, but I guess I'll just talk over it and tell y'all what's happening. Let me see. Can you pull me up on my thing here?
This right here.
Look, if you cannot love my motherfucking crunch, that's me telling everybody to come see my live. Hold on. Let me go back. Okay, this is me in the car this morning. Telling everybody I was on my way. Y'all ain't got to see that. And I'm alone talking. This is us. And I'm literally teaching them how to like make a lock. This is what we're doing. And like, thing about making a lock is that if you can make one, then you can fix one. If you can fix one, you can deconstruct one. If you can deconstruct one, you can reconstruct one. So, like, I'm literally teaching them the process from ground up and showing them how to construct one completely wholly. And then I allow them to, like, fix my hair. And, like, I'm giving them needles. You can see my hair on the table. Because I'm reconstructing a couple of my locks. You want to learn too, sir? Okay. Sure. So, I met this little boy. His name is Righteous. He is so adorable. We supposed to be starting his locks. And, like, he, like, literally just came to the class. He didn't necessarily want to learn, like, the locks and stuff like that. But, like, he just came to the class just to be a part of it. So
That's a dope name, though, Righteous.
Look, shout out to Righteous. I'll never forget the name. You know. And like, this is me. Like,
John usually got a lot more
showing off. Really.
to his voice. Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
So that needle
I'm not even about to lie.
is a 0.5 needle. You can pretty much go as fast as you want with that needle. The 0.5 is as well. You can go as fast as you want because they so thick that you can't really stick yourself with it. The other ones, which I had her use on my hair, are quite small. They're pokey. This is just us working. You know, so like, like, okay, so like, that's
Difference is.
So this is me like
since this
allowing
is already
her
matched
to fix
together,
my hair.
We're gonna take it and take
I'm
it apart.
deconstructing it. And like, you know, I love the fact that I seen them like, wait, hold on, before I say this, I want you to put the camera on me. Can you put the camera on me? Okay, so like when I'm teaching people, like we have a major insecurity problem. The world is mean as fuck. Okay? And like, you know, people when they learning, am I getting emotional? Is it the liquor? Okay, hold on,
It's
God.
definitely the liquor.
Hold on, God. Okay. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, so like, the world is a fucked up place. Because like when you're trying to teach people things, like their expectation of themselves be so high, and then they want to impress you too, that like they be just super hard on themselves. So like if they don't like slam dunk it right away, then like they have a fucking emotional meltdown right there, and don't really give themselves a chance to try again. So like by me allowing them, where it was like, okay, I'm gonna show y'all how to do this, and I'm gonna let y'all like practice on my hair. You know, I saw like in real time, like the confidence a little bit, you know, get instilled in them, where it was like, oh, okay, well, it's gonna be okay. You know, and oh, he trusts me to do X, Y, and oh, you know, like I can try, and you know, it don't have to be as like deep as people make it seem on their part. You know, trying to make it seem like, oh, well, oh, you can, like, similar to what you just said, Charles, where it's like, I'm not gonna let you play in my hair. And it's like, no, you're not playing in my hair. Like anything that you're doing to my hair, like I'm the professional. I can fix anything. So like, you know, I reconstruct, I deconstruct, I fix. Like the reason why my hair look like this is because I'm up in it. Okay. So it's like, there's nothing you can do, you know, to my hair that I could not fix. You know, so like I can have like newbies, you know, practice, you know, in my hair where it's like, okay, that's fine. And literally point out real time where it's like, you know, don't do it like this, do it like that. Or you should try this, you should try that. And, you know, like let them know like, oh, it's okay, you know, to, like, I was telling them, cause like it was the guy Righteous, what's his name? Like he was like melting down a little bit. He was like, you know, I don't know what I'm doing, you know, X, Y. And it's like, well, it's okay, you know, to crawl before you walk, you know, like it's okay to like, you know, muddle your way through this. It don't have to be perfect. You know, like you just do your best today and then the next time you come around, you're going to get better. You know, and like don't be intimidated by the ones that's catching it right away. You know, like just like give yourself a chance. So,
your road is your road.
Yeah, I feel like that I literally was able to break ground with them, you know, that in a way that I could see. Because like I allowed them into my intimate personal space where it was like, you know, although this is my project, because this is like my art project that I wear all the time, I trust you, you know, with my art project. You know, you can help me with it and I can help you learn something. So I felt like that was dope. If that was it. Was that a long explanation?
No. And then I actually I understood that more because like that's how I feel like you taught me. So
yeah.
So, yeah, like you definitely hands on. Just you like try. If you fall, we gonna get you up.
Right,
like that. So.
Yeah.
Right, he didn't show me that.
You're not at the shop doing hair, but anytime, like he wouldn't be able to squeeze in anyway. Because like he did an amazing thing too. Like we're all doing amazing things, and like he can't share with you. I asked him. I said, "Can you share what you did?" And then he can't share. But like, but you can. You talk about it.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so like after I'm done, like fam is gonna share like what he doing too, and then like okay, pull me back up.
You mean this?
Hey, Ray. Hey.
So I'm deconstructing my hair. It's a girl. This ain't really a good angle. Like there's a girl, not that person in the back hugging.
So,
but like she's
put it like this.
And I'm just showing her how to.
Let me make sure they can see.
You know, lay the hair on top of each other. You know, to get a good, I want to say sturdy base.
Okay.
Enough to,
so I like to take it and put it a little close down like that. That way, like when I'm in the middle, I can stitch that middle real tight. So I use a smaller needle because my hair is a lot smaller. And try to keep your pointer finger, keep all of this still. You know, the hand that's holding the hair, keep that like stable. And like the only thing that should be moving is the needle hand. Okay? Is the needle stuck?
Yeah.
So like jab it in and out. Just real fast and short. Right. Now it's gonna come out. You feel it?
Yep.
Go. Okay.
I think that means that they're good.
And did you feel how tight it got once you did that?
Yeah.
Right. Because you wrap, you grazing around just that, yep. And then taking it and wrapping it the other way. And then you can work on it thinner because it was heavy. It was pulling. So like as I joined the two at the base, you cut the one off and then you add the length at the bottom. It's stronger.
You keep stabbing the dread too.
Yeah. But it's a way that you're doing. Oh no, wait. Oh, so wait a minute. I got a long one down here. Let me cut this off.
I'm literally cutting my hair real time, restructuring it, re-putting it into a place.
Boom. It's literally like
what I'm doing.
Better. Take off because you always got.
I didn't know this was skipping like this. Okay, I think I'm skip forward.
I made it back to the shop.
At the shop.
We got Layla.
This is another one of my students. She over here completing whole styles on her own. This style came out so good. Yeah. It's Patrice's wife. It looks so good.
It's not cool anymore to be mean to people, okay? It's 2024. Let's get with it.
Okay, so this fits into what I'm going to talk about, but I'm not going to play it right now. Real quick, though. Let's talk about fam now. And then I'll play my intro.
How you gonna play your intro 30 minutes in?
Because that's the... Look, what did it say on the motherfucking wall, honey?
Super D. Oh, I get it.
If you made it this far, then you can see the show when it starts begin. But like, you're gonna hear our lives. The fuck? You're gonna know who the fuck we are, and you're gonna know what the fuck we doing. So like, that takes time to do.
Okay,
and if y'all don't give a damn, then bitch, go home. Like,
you ain't got
like,
to go.
Like, click off the phone, honey. But you're gonna learn who the hell we are.
Facts, man.
Okay, because like we really work, like we be working on shit. Okay.
Facts. I got asked to shoot music video. The first thing I said is, I don't do videos. I do short films. So I told the person, send me the song. If I like it, we'll work something out. Send me the song. I fell in love with the writing. So I said, let's do a short film. Let's not do a music video. You know what I mean? So the concept that I had was just going in, shooting this, and it turned out beautiful.
It really did.
It turned out beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is the first draft. This is me putting everything together and like, okay, let me send it off and see what he says.
Yeah.
So I can start doing, because I'm learning it's layers to it. You know what I'm saying? So that first rough draft, once he say he likes it, now those transitions that you see, it doesn't have to be cut like that. It could be a blend in. It could be this one part of him cut out, moving to the next part. Like, it's so much that goes into that. Then from there, it's like, okay, what type of dirtiness or grittiness we gonna have the film? Are we gonna have some grain? What type of grain we gonna have in there? Just to kind of make it look
like cinema.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So doing all that, it's a new career path that I've opened up or that I found.
Yeah.
Low key, I got 2 certifications. I didn't tell nobody.
Let's talk about certifications. What you get?
One for content, one for video content creating, and then one for film.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, I'm loving this.
What was the institution that you got certifications at?
Illinois Media School.
Beautiful.
Illinois Media School. Yeah.
Shameless plug.
Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
And why didn't you tell anyone? So like, I be on his ass. Put the fucking camera on me. Because like, fam is a really good person, like good guy. And I met fam in college, audio school. You meet people all the time, and like, rarely people like just. Some people give, but they got a motivation, behind them they're giving. So other people. But and like when they have a motivation as far as like behind their giving, you can feel that, and usually it exposes itself. Okay. But like when we linked, it was like just on some kicking and shit where it's like, oh, you record, come to the studio, I'll record you. Just giving, like he just gave right off. Okay. And it was like, oh, okay, I'll come, and let you record me X, Y, da, da, da. Turns out he was like working at the studio that I wanted to record my album, period, at anyway, where it was like, oh my God, look at God, X, Y, and like our relationship, has been like, just like reciprocity, where it's like, what I'm saying is like, he's a pure, individual that's always like just so giving from the heart type shit. So it's like, when I see him like not able to receive, that bothers me, And like, this is a thing where like, here it is, you accomplished this thing, and it's time for you to receive like all these fucking congratulations, because this is what you worked for. You receive it back, where it's like, yeah, I'm that nigga that did this, and you bitches gonna bow down and hear the fact that I did this. And like, you know, you don't even want that. It's like, no, like, slow your ass down and let motherfuckers like sing your praises, because you know that's not something that people, you know, get. And as much as you give, you know, you deserve to get it. So I'll be on his ass, where it's like, you know, you got motherfuckers around you where like, it's like,
we gonna clap for you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
So
Appreciate it.
like, drop whatever the, like, look, put your cash out, like whatever, like celebrate this motherfucker right here, because like I wouldn't be able to be doing what I do without this one right here, who like literally believed in me. The reason why I'm even doing this right now is like within maybe like 2 sessions of me meeting and talking to this man, and just talk, you know, just he like, you need a talk show, and I'm like, what? I want an album. Like, where the beats at? You know, like, turn me the fuck up. He like, you need a talk show. Like, people need to be hearing what you be saying, X, Y, and like, I just let it like pitch postured away, like, oh, okay, whatever. And like, he stayed on me, type shit. And like, here we are. And like, he's the reason why. Like, he's producing the whole thing, directing the whole thing. You know, creating a platform, you know, for me. So. Like, we need to do something, you know, in regards to your accomplishments and everything that you're doing. For real.
Thanks. We're just, you know, being here with y'all and helping y'all go to another level is me doing something with my accomplishments.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to open up and let us give.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Open us and like, receive the energy back. And just stand and be like, and like, learn like it. Because this is going to be happening a lot. Okay, so now I'm gonna play my fucking intro, okay? So pull me up. Okay. Let me read some of these if y'all been commenting, because like, I don't even know before I proceed to say what it is I say. What's up? I got a couple of y'all watching me. Hey, what is it, nigga? Nitty girl, show girl, bro, has donated. Wait a minute, you donate $10? Oh, my nigga, thank you. Show girly. Who does the girly? I don't know what girls that you want me to show, but like, I don't think this is the kind of show.
Don't piss me the fuck off. I know you ain't talking about me.
You think that you're the girl?
I thought it was the hair.
I got more hair than you.
Your hair doesn't look girly.
Oh. You see how they come for you on the fly?
I didn't come for you. I wasn't saying it like it was like, oh yeah, my hair looks girly. I just said, like,
smash plant
you're
burger.
not talking about me.
He say, show girl, bro, has donated $10. Thanks for your donation. Or maybe he didn't donate. Maybe he just typed that. Okay. Either way, those were the comments. I wanted to talk about, now I named this podcast Beyond the Perception of Authenticity. Now, really quick, like we had one of our other podcasts, we were talking about authenticity. We was talking about whether it was beneficial to be authentic. I seen a video of what's that guy named DDG? And he was saying that he, you know, was faking his voice, and he was able to get more response from his public by like creating a different version of himself of doing so. Charles brought up Glorilla. She had did the same thing. Okay,
I remember that.
I brought up, you know, how this may not necessarily be healthy, you know, for us as African Americans, because like we come from a prism of being told that we aren't enough. Okay, so like to come into this reality and have to live in it and be something else, is this like beneficial for our mental health? We talked about dating. We talked about how that looked in relationships. We talked about interracial dating and the things that aren't discussed. As far as why we can't get along. Like the narrative is always, well, love is love, and you date people because you love them XY. But it's like, okay, but in our community, it's a very unique situation because we deal with the severity of not being able to be in relationship with one another, right across the board. Like, I ain't talked to my mom in the longest of times, and it's because I can't talk to her. Okay, I ain't talked to my brother in the longest of times because I can't talk to him. So it's this kind of thing that, is shaping and molding millennial relationships with the ones that are around us in a way where the conflict is, is shaped in a way to where, like, in order to protect myself, I have to get the fuck away from you. These are things not being talked about. So for me to turn around and not be able to love myself, which is like created another version in my family line type shit. But the narrative is, you can go over to, the opposite race and be loved wholly and completely. I feel like that's white supremacy. On another token, I found all this information as far as how people are using their like public personas to deliver specific messages from be it like an entity or like it's just something separate from creativity. But I do want to, before I get into that, I do want to play some of the last live that I was just talking about as far as like what we were saying. So can you pull me up real quick?
Like, you will meet a person, like us being black. Like, you'll meet a person, and you can, I compartmentalize a lot of people. Like, okay, this person is this type of person, this person is this type of person. Knowing black people. When you white and you get to know a black person, I feel like you're knowing them for them. That's how I feel. I feel like you're knowing them for them because you don't really know black. You have your idea of black. So then when you actually learn a black person, you be so like, because you see the regularness in it. You see the you in it, type deal. And you being like the black, you just feel like the love. You like, damn, like this person loved me and I know they love me. Versus like black, like they just, in today's age, feel like I found another you, especially with social media. Yeah. I found another you. Bitch, you ain't gonna find another me. I'm gonna say that on my
I got a question, and it's gonna fuck both of y'all up. But like, I want you to, like, what you think?
Don't forget your question.
I ain't gonna forget it.
Besides, that's deep. I really.
Okay, so how is that any different? What you just said, than Glorilla having to change her voice in order to be accepted? Because like this shit is like folding in on us to where it's like, if it works, what does that reaffirm about you about being enough? What does that reaffirm about you seeing yourself not deep. Being enough?
You went from
because I see it as the same thing. Like here it is, it's a lot of successful.
What are you changing? Like Glorilla changed something about herself to be accepted.
Your interests, like more than likely, like for this guy's, for Gerard Carmichael in particular, who probably was not born with a silver spoon in his mouth, and once he got the silver spoon, he got a white person to match.
I feel like
so like if you dated predominantly, black people, and it did not work, and then here it is, you turn around and your life changes in a way to where now you finally being seen as yourself once you.
So I don't feel like that. I don't feel like more so you finally being seen as yourself. I feel like your taste and whoever you're dating, men or women, is like your taste in food. I taste it and I don't like it. I taste it and I do.
That's different than what you were just explaining as far as, being understood by people who have an idea of you versus actually experiencing you. Like, this is what you just said.
So, but I was saying more so, like, you didn't change. Like, the same way you were with this black person, I said, with black people are more so compartmentalized.
But you did change, because now you have something that you did not have.
Yeah, I mean, your person changed. Whether your person changed or you date another black person or you date another white person, like, I feel that, like, trying something different, trying something new is not the same as changing to me.
It's under the same context that you, like, are you doing all this to stay the same? Like, no, like, you forever changing. So, like, don't ever get into the idea that, here it is, life is happening, and, like, that has no effect on you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, life happens, it has effect on you. You think about it, you observe it, and you have some type of, hypotheses and conclusion about that motherfucker. Okay? So, like, what I'm saying is, like, with both of these being the narrative, like, here it is, some people have adopted principles that are more likened to being accepted, more likened to being celebrated. Like, what does that say to the individual participating in not only the rewards, but also the lifestyle changes in regards to it? Hey, Takara. Like, what does that say? And what does that say to everybody watching the fucking shit? That's struggling in the communities, suffering under the principles of each other, the music in which we disrespect each other, the movies in which we are violent to each other. Here it is, you turn around and then the people that are happy, are either acting different or being completely different, whether it's the lifestyle they live or the people that they are with and marry.
I think it's all social media.
But, like, whether it's social media, whether it's real life, whether it's, like, right now, perception is reality. Okay? So, like with that context, it's like all of these things folding in and, like, attacking the authenticity of individuals, and you being rewarded for it, or what you think is a reward.
But what I say, it.
Okay, I'm put a plug right there
on their experience,
because I hope that y'all can keep up. I really hope that y'all can keep up, because I'm adding another layer to it that I never once considered until I saw Trey Melvin earlier. I don't know if y'all heard him talking about it was a lady that died during the eclipse. She was a she was a what is that? I'm gonna let him explain it. Okay. Let me pull this video up and y'all tell me. This is Trey Melvin. Y'all know this guy, right? Pull me up.
Watermelon Trey.
Right. I'm trying to play it. Stop playing with me. What is this? Okay.
Hi, I'm Trey. A few days ago, I tweeted this, and it is time to speak. Please bear with me while I try to explain everything to the best of my ability. I know I'm gonna cry. I know my voice is trembling. This is arguably the most vulnerable my Scorpio ass has ever had to be. So if you know anything about Scorpio, we do not like being seen. Very, very difficult for us to bear all. Take astrology out of it, it's very difficult for me to bear all. But I know that God is calling me to do it, and Spirit is calling me to do it. My ancestors are calling me to do it, and Kathy is calling me to do it. So I'm gonna do it. So there's been a lot of speculation regarding this woman. For spiritual purposes, I will not be saying her name, but will instead be referring to her as the host. Why the host? Because people can vilify her all day and all night, but at the end of the day, there was a very powerful darkness working through her. Whether you believe in the devil or divine tricksters or demons, etc., I believe her to be nothing more than, not nothing more, but be a host, to be a vessel, to be a pawn for that darkness to move through her. I don't believe her to be inherently evil. At the end of the day, I believe her to simply be failed. There are a few things that I want to clarify before I move forward. One, this is not a smear campaign. I'm not here to slander her. I'm not here to disrespect her. I am here to share my experiences with her in hopes that other survivors of her spiritual abuse or any spiritual abuse speak up. I am not the only one she hurt. She hurt many, many people. There are a lot of healers, astrologers, etc. out here hurting many, many people. Two, witchcraft is not inherently evil. This is not the time to shame and demonize spiritual healers, astrologers, practitioners, root workers, etc. This is the time to have a conversation about protection. This is the time to have a conversation about mental health. If you are receiving guidance or mentorship from spiritual healers, be mindful of who you are receiving guidance from. If you are a healer providing guidance, be mindful of who and or what in the metaphysical you are receiving your guidance from. 3, I myself am a healer. I'm a clairvoyant empath. What is a clairvoyant empath? To put it plainly, I'm psychic. I can feel and see things beyond the physical, and I can feel other people's emotions as if they are my own. I can also feel the experiences of spirits as if they are my own. For several years now, I have both consciously and unconsciously used my art to raise the vibration of the collective in the best way that I know how, be it through my comedy, my drama, my music. If you've been following me in my journey for a minute now, and I mean really, really following me, I'm not talking about the viral shit and Watermelon Drea, who No T is a character that I've used as a medium to communicate shit to y'all that y'all would not have listened to had it come straight from me. You needed her to say it to you. But if you've really been following me for a minute, you've probably picked up on the eerie ways that I've predicted both the past and the future in my work.
Okay,
and if you haven't...
I'm going to put a pause there. Pull me up. So he says that in order to communicate, some of the things that need to be said, he created a medium or a character to communicate to the masses what he could not communicate as himself because they would not listen. Is it because I have people that cross my videos all the time, and because of the way that I sound, and I feel like that being authentic is, important to me, they just reject it and say, oh, what the fuck is that? Ill. So, like, they're not able to get, any of the gems that I drop or anything, that I have to give them because I'm not packaged up. But by me, having a lot of the insight that I have, like, especially from this perspective, where it's like, what kind of vehicles and mediums could you use, to communicate some of the things that you need to Hell, I just showed y'all, hair being one. Like, I was able to see people that were trapped in their own insecurities, and because I allowed them into my place of security in an intimate way to where they were able to work on something that I worked on too, through the medium of hair, I was able to communicate something to them that they may not have listened to if it wasn't from that. So, what does this have to do with what we were just talking about earlier? This is just another layer of how you're perceived. This is another layer of shaping yourself into something else for a greater gain. Like, is the greater gain money, power, or is it something on a spiritual level? I do know that, once I, went through my enlightenment thing, usually you just rename yourself type shit, and I want to play a clip about that real quick. But before I do that, is any of this landing? What y'all got to add?
I want to finish here the nigga talk
about the story.
Yeah.
I got the part that I wanted to. Everything else is just this happened, that happened, this happened, that happened, and we're not here for that.
Gotcha.
I guess you're saying you can basically communicate different things on a energy level to people with your actions.
Or like, you know, through mute, like for instance, like by you rapping the way that you do, you can say shit to people and connect to them in a way to where, like, if you just told them some shit like that, they probably wouldn't receive it. Especially being who you are, and in an industry that don't respect who you are. In rap,
I feel like that wraps around to like what we were saying, what just you being able to get the message no matter who the messenger is.
Whether you can or whether you can't. Yeah, like
like when we were talking about more so like when we were having a more so of debate of how the message is given, and you were saying like, oh, I feel like you should be able to receive the message. You know what I'm saying? No matter more so how it's given. I feel like that falls more so under the same umbrella. Like if you're not, and then if you're not getting the message, then I mean, you just gotta send it to you again. Like.
Right. Well, you know, well, hopefully you'll be able to get it again. And yeah, that was like maybe like 8 lives ago, y'all, where we had the conversation, and I can see that, you know, from what I said, like it is from a place of like being authentic, to where it's like, you know, if when you authentically you're looking for the next lesson type shit, and like you're not really giving a fuck where it's coming from, you know. However, I didn't add the layer of like literally being on task and on point to where it's like I see all these energies going and I see my people trapped. Okay, and here it is. I'm explaining a trapped where like we can't be in relationship with one another. We're having difficulties in that area, and we're surrounded by individuals that inspire us to be in relationships with everybody else but each other. Okay, so like with that being said, like and what with all the input that's being given, is the input applicable to? Is the input applicable uniquely to the African American experience, to where like we can really ingest it and like be authentically black all the time in this experience? Or is this just another way where people are siphoning off of the goodness that comes with being black? Because like if we can't love ourselves, if we can't love each other, then where's the love going? Okay, I'm talking about, you know, people that are doing this for a monetary gain. I just showed somebody that's saying, okay, well, it's a higher purpose, you know, that I create these mediums for. You know, but like the fact that these mediums are being created, and the fact that people are able to be aware on this level to channel and manipulate, it's all the reasons why in the beginning of this video, he was saying, like, I'm talking about Trey Melvin in the video I just showed. It's all the reason why this nigga was saying, like, yeah, we need to be talking about protection. We need to be talking about, you know, instead of like demonizing, you know, a lot of the spiritual practices that people inhabit or practice themselves. Like maybe we should really be talking about channeling and practicing the right things and staying away from people who are doing the wrong things. That story he was telling was about him being linkly connected to, you know, somebody who was channeling and doing things that weren't necessarily beneficial to him and his purpose. And like he said that she cursed him. And like the way that she cursed him, she ended up like dying in that same kind of way.
Really?
Yeah. So like she like, should I just go ahead and play the video?
Yeah, but you got me. Well, no, you don't have to.
You know,
just continue.
I can because but before I do that, I do want to see if I got any comments. Hold on, and see who's still stuck around to hear this shit because. Okay. So Poison Posh Nail Company, she says what changed was his access. I'm assuming that she's talking about Trey Melvin, and I'm assuming that she's talking about his access to his spiritual medium XY. She said, now he up and the circles that welcome your authentic self sometimes don't look like you.
She's talking about from our live when we was having a discussion. That's what.
She was talking about Jared Carmichael. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's the thing where it's like, okay, once you get up, and I'm talking specifically to you, Poise and Posh Nail Company. Once you get up into these realms, to where people are celebrating this image that you created, if you don't know the difference between yourself and that image, and you're being celebrated for being a version of yourself, could this be why, he's up there and he's sleeping around and can't really find out who he really uniquely is, can't hold a healthy relationship, just displaying all this toxicity on camera for everybody to see. Like, you behaving in this way is one thing, but you're recording it and exploiting yourself on this level is a whole nother. Especially when it comes down to who you choose to love, who does you the same fucking way. So it gets kind of deep, especially in his case, because it might be a ramification of exactly what I'm talking about as far as the perception, the way that you're perceived, the level of ability to be authentic, and the inability to actually access that, for your own personal bounty. You can't have that for yourself, but instead you exploit it for everybody else, and that's where your lot is. So she says true. But on the opposite end, just like Jared Carmichael, I just showed you somebody, and I'm talking specifically to Poison Posh Nail Company. I just showed you somebody who literally just said that, hey, I channel mediums and I'm communicating specific things and ideas and methodologies that I wouldn't necessarily be able to communicate to you because through the entity in which I authentically am, you would not listen. Mm-hmm. So this is a person who has access to that bounty of who they are naturally are, and of the fullness thereof. They can see the condition of the minds and the principles, and as they moved up, because he said he hit maybe 10 billion 10 billion viewers in the past 13 years. So as he went up in that type of exposure, he still kept in mind that this is what I'm doing, this is who I'm channeling, and that has nothing to do with me. You get what I'm saying? So this is a person who has a healthy relationship with himself enough, to love himself, where it's I wonder how his relationships look in his personal life, where it's it was probably beneficial, if I can guess, versus, on the opposite end, Jared Carmichael, where everybody can have him inside out and video and whatever. He'll do anything to be he'll literally whore himself out, in order to be seen, felt, and heard. So she says, I love the Melvin, and sometimes the messenger makes the message hard to digest because people deflect or discount. Absolutely right. And this is what we as millennials are dealing with our family situations. To where they can't hear us, they can't see us, they can't. So this is a condition type thing, to where authenticity was not necessarily beneficial, and people don't think that you can maybe grow, and they always see you as the same things, so they always treat you the same, which can be toxic, So he said she says, well, I don't know whether you are he or she. But Posh and Polished Nail Company says Trey is Walla Mandrea. The character, and Trey Melvin, the person, are separate. That's exactly what I'm saying. We're on the same page. That's exactly what I'm saying. But specifically to what you're, she said maybe Gerard was a thotty back home. Specifically what you're saying is, or to what you're saying, like not only are they separate, but like he is authentically himself while doing so. So, do y'all have anything that y'all want to add? No? Yes?
No.
Okay.
I'm just listening to the story like that shit is crazy.
Yeah. That's what happened. And like I'm finna play you the rest. It's quite a lengthy, narrative, but like the story pretty much talks about, people who don't know that all of this is going on, don't know how to access any of this is going on, because like the access is happening on 2 points. The access is happening by people saying, hey, I'll do this and be this way for money. And he's saying, okay, I can access this and channel specific things as far as messages to other people. It's giving you money. It's giving you exposure, but that's not the goal.
Gosh.
Okay. So she said it's the same with Jay, Will, and Candy. It's the same with a lot of these motherfuckers. And like a lot of these rap beefs and shit, I'm gonna get into that as well. Ain't real because they are literally siphoning and channeling energy, from the public in order to bring awareness and money to whatever they're selling. So, like, it's time for us to start waking up and understanding that, and understanding, why perception matters. Where it's like, okay, you don't get to get up here on stage, Lizzo, and show your black ass at the basketball game in front of every fucking body.
She did.
But like this reflects. You said she did that? Yeah. This reflects like exactly what I'm saying as far as like how we feel about each other. Mm-hmm. And why we can't be in relationship with each other. Because like if we were in a better relationship with each other, we would care. How we showed ourselves to the youth, rather than saying, oh, we're doing this for respectability politics for white people. Usually people say, oh, you just give a fuck about, white people saying that you shouldn't act like a nigger. And it's like, no, I give a fuck about my child or the youth around me that don't know how to carry themselves because I didn't display how to carry myself. Now you got bitches up here talking about the asshole and don't give a fuck about who hear it. You get what I'm saying? And it's because of the type of relationship that we have where everybody is having an input in it and saying, oh, well, you go ahead, women's rights, go ahead, girl, do your thing. Rather than saying, well, why is it that you can't have a relationship with yourself or your man or your children or everything is about appeasing the audience rather than fixing your own fucking house. So, really quick, she says, Poise and Polish. I'm sorry, I'm gendering you. Lord, I don't know. Poise and Polish nail company is saying, it was the same with Jay Will and Candy. It's giving energy vamps and charlatans. I don't know what a charlatan is. And they say if you try to check each other out of love, it's labeled hate. Oh, which is some weird shit because it's like, if I can't tell you nothing, then who can? And why is it hating? Why is it not loving?
Facts.
But this is the type of lens and the type of way that we trapped with this shit, and why it's important. Oh, she says she's a lady. Okay, wonderful. I'm glad that I wasn't misgendering you. And says she says and preschool children singing "Let the Coochie Breathe." Yes, it proves the point of what I'm saying, honey. She says, "Let the coochie breathe." Everybody want to be grown, but nobody want to really be grown. Well, it's not that everybody want to be grown, and nobody want to be grown. It's that we're not displaying to anybody that we are fucking grown. We don't see the value in it because we're worried about white people instead of being worrying about ourselves and the children around us. It's not respectability politics when it pertains to them. It's about how we're teaching and showing each other how to be around each other. Now, how I'm going to show you how to love yourself? Well, these motherfucking kids that can't see the business transactions you making and how to run your shit. That's not what they're saying. They're saying you go to these schools and show your ass and say a bunch of atrocities on fucking line. Is what they're saying. So, they're I'm sorry that's what's going on that rant. They're interested in the story. I'm gonna play more of the story, and then I'm gonna get back to like exactly what I'm talking about. But like this is the more of the story. It's like 3 parts, so like sit back.
Picked up on it, you simply aren't paying attention. You're not looking close enough. So in case you haven't heard, the host was a very popular astrology influencer and spiritual practitioner / healer. I use the term healer very loosely because although she did abuse many people, I do genuinely believe she helped many people as well. She helped me. I can admit that. I learned a lot from her. But I'm also the type of person who sees the best in everybody. Like everybody. I can't help it. So maybe I'm just fucking delusional. On Monday, April 8th, 2024, the day of the solar eclipse, the host stabbed and killed her boyfriend, scooped up her 9-year-old and 8-month-old daughters, hopped in the car, drove through the gate of their apartment complex, pushed the girls out of the car on the highway. God bless both of their innocent souls, killing the 8-month-old. Thinking about Kathy. I know I said I was going to cry throughout this at some point. Fun fact, I actually love to cry. Love to cry. I think it's the healthiest way, or one of the healthiest ways to transmute energy and heal. A lot of times I'll cry and it won't even just be for me. Most times I'm not even crying for me. I'm crying for my ancestors and an older version of me who couldn't cry, growing up a black man in America. For my friends, my family, strangers. I love to cry. But I didn't always, and I always hear Kathy when I feel myself swallowing it. I hear Kathy in my head telling me, don't you hold that shit in. let that shit out. Anyway, she then drove about 20 minutes to Redondo Beach, California, going, I think, over 100 miles per hour on like a regular street, smashed into a tree, and died upon impact. Sounds straight out of a movie, right? And it is so easy to demonize her if you did not know her. But I did. She was a former mentor / friend of mine. She was a former mentor / friend of my late best friend Kathy's. And she was a former mentor / best friend of a few of my best friends. I learned back in 2019 that she was not only doing black magic on her followers, not all, but on her followers, but also people closest to her. And when Kathy and I found out, we cut ties with her completely and blocked her on everything. We wouldn't even speak her name. Wouldn't even speak her name in conversation about her, about mutual friends, about our experiences with her, out of fear. For real. After learning that this person that we trusted so heavily with our humanity and our spirits For real, she was the first and most prominent mentor both Kathy and I had when we were beginning our spiritual journeys. When Kathy and I began tapping into our innate spiritual powers and clairvoyance. To cut to the chase, after she found out that Kathy and I cut her off, she cursed us. It's not funny. I just hate how Scorpio I am sometimes, because I'm so blunt and matter of fact, and this is what happened. It is what it is. About some of the most off the wall shit. So I know when I said that, I could feel some of y'all jolt. And to me, I'm just like, yeah, she cursed us. She cursed us. The curse nearly killed me. It killed Kathy, and it drained my energy for several years. Let's go back to 2020. On June 22nd, 2020, I was on the receiving end of a hit and run with Kathy. We were knocked unconscious upon impact, hospitalized, our brains bled. My bleeding stopped the following morning. Kathy's did not. And she passed away the following day. And the crash made international news. The curse impacted my career, my money, my relationships, etc. And to protect myself and the people around me, I won't explain that any further. Believe me, don't believe me, your perception of me doesn't make me any more or less valid. If you're watching this and your frequency is on the lower end, no shade, and you didn't know that curses, spell work, etc. were real, I'm here to tell you that they are, and I'm gonna leave part 1 at that, and explain this further in part 2.
Y'all want to watch part 2? No? Okay.
Well, I don't. CJ, you're more than welcome to. On your own time.
So, you scared?
No, I ain't scared.
Okay. Tell me why CJ can watch it on his own time.
Well, first and foremost, that shit was deep. Like, that shit was deep. Just hearing the story, first of all, for what she did. Mm-hmm. Like, man, how do you know a person that you're talking to right now ain't on that shit?
Right. Hey, yo, Bing.
I just sent him the link. He told me he was waiting on Instagram. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I told you I was on YouTube, Obing.
Yeah,
go ahead. So you said, how do you know that? But like that's what I was saying earlier. It's like, protection. And if people are able to access you and curse you in that way, then how do you know that it's not happening in other ways? As far as especially when you don't know where the reward is. Like we was talking about, people changing themselves and their authenticity, for some type of reward.
Thank you.
Okay. And like surely she was cursing people, for some type of benefit to her, unbeknownst to her, the type of payment or penalty that she would have, doing something like that. On all ends, whether it's from like people that perceive it, in whatever way they perceive it, or whether people are able to get, some type of lesson out of it. It's like happening everywhere always. So there's some type of something going somewhere. Like without people like knowing that and understanding that, how are you protecting yourself from that? Because like I was raised Christian, and like what they say is like, oh, don't worry about it, Jesus paid it all. It's like, oh, your sin's just been washed away. Don't worry about it. Meanwhile, these churches like channeling that money, flying jets, living well. We're not gonna talk about swallowed up, but like living well. Meanwhile, like the congregation people, I've only seen one church, open a bank. I've only seen one church, teach congregants, business school endeavors and, invest and let them pull loans and, things that can like raise and empower them up, to be strong. One church to do that. So like, I'm not saying like Christianity in the whole where it's like, no, I'm against Christianity. No, I'm not. That's what I'm not saying. I'm against white Jesus. Absolutely. Because that's a, imperialistic caricature that has been created to isolate our minds from the blackness in which that I'm talking about. Like if you think that your God is white, then white supremacy is going to be forever and ever instilled within the DNA of everything that you do. Including, some of these things that I'm talking about as far as perception is concerned. To where, like, now everything is for them. Now everything is peddling to them. Beyonce. Now everything is, like even your blackness is wrapped up in peddling to, it's like, when is it okay to be authentically you? Poise and Polish Nail Company says mental health issues and metaphysics ain't a good mix. Okay. But like, that's another thing we as black people are learning about. Here it is. On one level, we learning about, witches and spell work and witchcraft and white Jesus and all the things attached to oppression, you know, and white supremacy. But then here it is, all the ways in which mental health conditions inhibit us from having healthy fucking relationships with one another. New information. I didn't know what quinoa was at 25. You know, so these are the ramifications of poverty and everything attached to it. Where it's like, oh, they get a little older now. It's like, yeah, we got a book for all this wild, crazy shit that you was going through with your family. It's actually a condition. You know, and then you add metaphysics to that. And it's like, oh, you know, now I have to be a goddamn octopus with my hands in every goddamn thing. You know, and learning every damn thing to get caught up to speed to motherfuckers that's been siphoning my energy this whole entire time. Okay? She says, remember, the white man gave us Jesus to subdue it. Right, you know, I hate to have to reiterate that, but like, okay, like if you ain't got it by now, go read a book. You know, this ain't the place, you know, for anybody to combat me on that, because I didn't make this shit up. You know, and I didn't tell the reality to say that shit. You know.
What did her comment say?
She say, I'm sorry. What you say?
I was asking what the comment said.
She says, yep, quinoa is an example of access. Look, me and Posh, I need to dial you in, because like me and Posh and Poison Posh Neil we were on the same goddamn, we on the same, you hear me, you see me, you feel me, you understand what the hell I'm saying. Okay, you understand? But I want to show y'all this clip real quick. It's a Prince explaining his name change. You know, and like something happens. It's something about this reality to where like once you raise from, because like Trey Melvin, he said to his followers, he was like, well, some of y'all, you know, that may be on the lower end of the frequency where you don't know that spell work and witchcraft and XY, all these things, you know, exist. You know, like some people that haven't gone through that shift in awareness and enlightenment, you know, don't know nothing about like creating some type of character. And something, you know, about this reality that, you know, on both ends requires you to do so. You know, so I want to play that clip about him, you know, talking about his experience. You want to pull that up for me?
Is the continuing point of having no pronounceable name?
Well, my name is very spiritual to me. It has a great deal of spiritual meaning, and one day maybe I'll hear a sound that will best give me the feeling of what it's supposed to be. But for right now, I just go by the look of it.
Does it bother you at all that it discomforts others, that it may make it difficult for them to interact with you?
To some degree, you know, but there again, it's just one of the many rules that we as humans have to get used to, and I'm just trying to get unused to it, I guess.
You grew up with people calling you Skipper?
Yeah.
I take it you don't answer to that anymore. No, I figured that. All right. Is the continuing point of having
something else? I don't want to see no white lady talking about her spirit. I don't know. Have you ever noticed anybody that's looking for shit on TikTok? Have you ever noticed that they show you all these white people first? No? Okay.
Not me.
Let me see. The reason why I changed my name.
I don't really be on TikTok like that.
Okay, I don't know whether... I'm going to see if this black lady is saying some of the same things I'm saying. Hopefully so.
And I hope that you know who you are. You don't need someone to come in and motivate you every single day. You are who you are. And I feel like TikTok just beats this drum and it strums this violin every single day about what our spiritual experience should be, who we are, and what we're not doing.
Okay, no. Okay, I'm gonna trust the white lady. Okay, what's the T, white lady? We're gonna pick you.
Hi, you may recognize me. I go by Raylan now with my practice for energy healing and light work. The reason why I'm going with a different name is because of a spiritual experience I had. When I first got Reiki certified and attuned to Earth Chi and Blue Fire, I did not think that I was going to become a light worker. But I knew that since I do have this new gift, that I do need to share it with people and make sure that people know that they can get these services from me. I was just contemplating about making a page, and a voice came to me and said, "Your name is Raylan. You will use this name with your practice and keep your legal name private." Later, I looked up the meaning of the name Raylan, and it means Princess of the Divine Light. I was super happy and surprised at that. But so yeah, that's why I am using the name Raylan now, and I hope to be
beautiful.
She had her real name, bitch. You're not finna come Reiki over here, and I don't got no information on you to wake you up, bitch. I'm gonna have something for you.
Look, Iyanla Vanzant, she says that she went through something similar. Let me see if I can find that. Let me see. Iyanla Vanzant name change is what I'll Google or search on TikTok. Where's she at? Let me see.
I'm a minister in one of the most ancient traditions of African spirituality that exist. The Yoruba tradition are based on the oracles of Ifa. So the oracles of Ifa are the sacred scriptures for the Yoruba people that teach you about living in order and value and balance. But the 4 basic principles for life that Yoruba people live by is number 1, honor God. Have an intimate relationship with the God of your understanding. And since Yorubas didn't speak English, they didn't say God, they said Olodumare or Olorun. But that is not to say there's another God. It's just honoring the tongue of the people that are worshiping the God. The other principle is have a relationship with your ancestors and your clan. So those people who came before you, those people who worked the land or the country or the culture in which you live, you must have a good relationship with them. In European spirituality, they're called angels. In African spirituality, they're called ancestors. The third tenet is have a relationship with your parents and your family. The African culture and tradition spiritually doesn't believe in put your parents in the nursing home. You got to take care of mama and daddy and grandma and big mama and big daddy till they're gone, because that's how you get blessed in heaven, just to have a good relationship with your parents and your clan on earth, and finally have a good relationship with your community. So a relationship with God, your creator, a relationship with your ancestors and your guardians, and a relationship with your family, your parents, your clan, and a relationship with your immediate community. Those are the 4 tenets of a healthy, balanced life according to Yoruba tradition, presented in the form of 256 Odu that give the oral tradition of how to manage and master your life. I'm a minister and one of...
Okay, so that fit as well, because like that's my question too. It's like yeah, all of that, like this is what we're struggling with. Like people struggling with God because they ain't got no relationship with each other, they ain't got no relationship with the ancestors, and they ain't got no relationship with the community. Like we around here, you know, popping pussy every fucking where.
So how do you get a relationship with your ancestors?
First of all, I think that personally it's about you being authentic with yourself. And I don't think that people know how to do that. You know, like once you start to clean up some of the things for your own personal self and your own journey, then like, you know, the answers start to, you know, come as far as like what you should do to be more connected, you know, to source energy. And that's what all the answers are going to come from. You know, so, yeah, let me read some comments, honey. Let me see. I remember when he changed his name and the album came. Right. She said Prince. Prince changed his name, and she said the album that came after that was straight fire. And she said, oh, she didn't know that Iyanla was initiated. Yes. But like everything that Iyanla just explained about, you know, like this is what we're struggling with as people, and like. Are these type of people in good condition to have, this is what I said to you, like in that live, CJ, where it was like, I don't know what it would do to my confidence in myself to go to another to another race group and think that I can be loved wholly and completely. Like it would do something to me and my insecurity about me and who I think that I am. And that's the way that I see it. Where it's like, in order for me to be whole and completely, I have to, number one, get along with the motherfuckers around me. Number two, and find somebody just like me and love them wholly and completely. You know, if that can't happen, you know, for me, then what does that say about me?
But I understand that as well, like being, but in your life, everybody around you is black. What if that's just not your life, where everybody around you isn't black? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I understand what you're saying. I just feel like if I ever did date outside my race, it wouldn't be like, oh, yeah, I'm looking to date an Indian. Let me find an Indian.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking to date a white. Let me find a white. It would be more so of the our natural interactions that we would have, and the energy, the feeling.
But so, you know, what I'm saying is not about whether you can or cannot date white people or anybody else in your race. Okay? What I'm saying is, what are the challenges that are inhibiting you to having healthy relationships in your own life with each other? That's a totally different fucking question. And a totally different, you know, thought process, other than, you know, whether you have permission to do whatever it is that you want to do and date whoever you want to date.
So you say relationships, you mean like relationships, not dating?
All of them. Because it seems to not be on the table to have the conversation.
Well, I can't get along with my family because... Sorry, y'all. I can't get along with my family because it be too many chefs in the kitchen. Like, they can't cook. You know, everybody... I don't deal well with everything at once. I deal well with, like, okay, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. Okay, y'all saying the same thing. I don't deal well with, like, everybody talking at once. And it just be like everybody always got something to say.
Right, so like it's a whole lot of talking and not enough listening.
Yeah, sift through information. I done checked out 1,700 times, so I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, you know, there's too many females. I think we need more men in the family. We need more men, I feel like.
Well, I mean, we know what the men do, and I made a laugh about it last time. Okay, and we're gonna touch on that, you know, again. But I don't know. I don't think that this live is about personally about me, you, or anybody specifically. You know, I'm more or less, you know, pointing out, you know, all the different parameters in which, you know, our authenticity is being attacked, and how, you know, you aren't able to be you in ways to finance you, in ways to have relationships and prosperity and healthiness, you know, and in ways of spirituality, because motherfuckers can't hear you, you know, so you have to create these different mediums, you know, to have these different other places to access, and you be able to channel different parts of yourself to access. And in doing so, do you or do you not know who you are?
I have something that it kind of ties into this a little bit. This my friend made a post, and this is one of my friends. And you know, I don't have that many gay friends, but this is back when I danced. So right before the summer going from 8th grade into high school, I was on the dance team. We practiced that summer. We did the Bud Billiken parade. Mm-hmm. So that's where I met my friend. He was just, I would say, in his mannerisms, real feminine. Mm-hmm. Just because I'm just seeing him, like, you know how you remember stuff. Like, I'm just seeing him like when he used to be chilling, sitting on the couch, just perched up, you know, mm-hmm. like. But that was just him. He, like, not saying anything to say anything bad or nothing about him, just giving a little preference or whatever. So now down the line, you know, social media. I had him on social media. I would see that he would, like, because he's a really, really, really handsome man. Mm-hmm. He has like hair, like he has like he's mixed. He look a little I'm gonna show him to you. I don't want to pinpoint what he looks. I don't know, but like he mixed with a little something. But he's definitely black, like nice hair. But he started doing like drag, so he'll like Vogue. He'll get what he'll call it, I'm about to get in, or I'm about to get out or something. I guess in is when you in the drag, out is when you
get up in it. Is what it said. I'm about to get up in it.
So he would get in, but like when he danced really well off bat. So like the Vogue, and he would eat it down. So then I guess over the years, like sometimes he would like get in, get up in, like, but most of the time he was more so just being him. And I just saw that he made a post like 2 days ago or whatever. Basically, it was like a video that he made of when he vogued. His name was Karma, and he made it like in the ballroom world to legendary and all this or whatever. And I guess that's why people ask him to like get in, I guess. And he's just like he said that basically he feel like that he would never bring that person out. He is happy that he had that person, because he said like he was actually a lot of people didn't know that he was going through a lot of legal trouble, and that legal trouble was stopping him from being able to get a job. Like and then his mom got sick. He said y'all see me going hard on that floor, and y'all like, oh, I love that. He said I was going hard because I needed that money. He said I need to take that money back home to my mama. I couldn't get a job. He said this person literally, he's like, I was the girl, but I was the man. He like, I was literally doing this because I felt that like this person helped me get through a lot of stuff. And he was like, now he was like, I have a house, I own it. He's like, I have a job, I have like this. He was like, just to who he is now. He was like, you know, and I just honestly feel that I'm now authentically me.
Right.
And he like, not saying that this person wasn't me. He was like, this person was just who I felt that he like, it was a part of me basically. And I'm happy that I got to meet this person. I'm happy that y'all got to meet this person. But it probably won't be back. But I just felt like that tied into kind of what you were saying.
It does.
Being authentically yourself.
And like RuPaul says something similar. And I think
Karma Munez, if you watching this, shout out to you.
RuPaul said something similar. I'm gonna play the clip. I think that this is the clip. But I also want to say, on the opposite end of what you're talking about, how easy it is for people to like get lost in the characteristics that come with being feminine, that come with being gay, that come with being, you know, around the culture and the community of the LGBT, the legitimate quoi. And like this is something that I learned specifically for myself, where like when I was finding myself, I had learned about myself that, you know, being around people, I was doing the things they did, saying the things they saying, wearing the things they were wearing, being the ways they were being, and I had lost myself. So, like, I wasn't singing, I wasn't writing, I wasn't, you know, doing what I was doing. I was always doing hair, but like, I wasn't, you know, accessing all the channels and mediums in which, you know, I normally would be able to access when I was channeling like who I was. Okay. And the process in which me coming out of that, you know, required me to like get completely and wholly away from, you know, everything and everybody. So like anybody that knows me knows that I'm a little bit of everything. You know, I definitely know the lingo. I definitely, you know, have feminine characteristics, but I definitely had to learn how to value the masculine characteristics and like the right of access of me, you know, being, you know, who I was type shit. So I'm gonna play this clip by RuPaul. Hopefully it's the right one. What? Okay.
You wanna walk there?
Oh. I didn't know what was going on. I was not.
But it's amazing that often on your show you seem to be giving, you know, spiritual advice. Really?
Yeah. Yeah. These kids, you know, we set up a situation on this competition reality show where we challenge them to go beyond their own limited perception of themselves. And these are all
and that is the greatest spiritual teaching there is.
Absolutely.
Actually. Yeah.
And these are all the things that in my career I've been able to do. They look up to me because I've been doing this for a long time. So we put them through these challenges, and it really, the real challenge is for them to be willing to die and become reborn. Through these challenges, a lot of times one kid, we had a comedy challenge, and she's like, I'm not funny, I'm not a comedy queen. I says, listen, what you do with your makeup, what you do when you're lip syncing, apply that to comedy. You've got it. She got out there, funny, funny, funny. And you know, that is true for everyone. Like I said, there's only one of us here on this planet. We are connected. We're just one thing. So if you can apply what you know really well in another area to this area, which you think you may not know, you got something.
Right, but he did say some nice things. That also, what you were saying also reminded me of this clip from the James Brown movie. Check this out. Look.
TV. 6 months the whole world. TV. 6 months the whole world gonna know me. I'm gonna be bigger than Cleopatra. It's written in the stars, James. Yes, sir. I'm gonna have the world on a string. And that when the trouble starts. And why is that? That when the devil come out. And he ain't gonna be red with no fiery tail, no. He gonna be white in a fancy suit. And he gonna look you in your eye and ask you what you want. And you best not shake, nor tremble. You best not blink one eye. You gonna be ready for him, James. Huh? You got it inside.
You tell me, Richard. Tell me what you see.
What happened to you? Huh? I know what happened to me, sugar. What happened to you?
So these are two artists. I love how these. Show me this. Give me. Put me up. Bring me up. These are two artists. Like, and this is what we're talking about. Because we're talking about like people taking their lives creatively, getting the bounty out of life, whether it's money monetarily or whether it's spiritually, communicating to the masses by channeling and being different mediums and such. So like James Brown, that's a name, that's a medium, that's a character outside of who he really was. So was Little Richard. So this is a depiction of them having a conversation about getting on, okay? Mm-hmm. In the same context of what we were just talking about, Little Richard explains to James, you know, what happens when you channel these energies on a specific level, who comes looking for you, and like reminds him of the very fucking thing that I'm talking about as far as like, do you know who you are? Okay? And if you don't, and it's like, do you know, like, who you are is usually like locked in, like what happened to you. You know, so just going into a therapist's office, you know, they lay you on the couch and say, okay, what happened in your childhood, type shit. You know, that's usually the process of healing, you know, and becoming your authentic self, because like everything is trapped behind the trauma of that, you know. So when he said, oh, I know what happened to me, honey, you know, it's basically two black men, opposite sides of the spectrum, dealing with some of the similar things, but like channeling them and handling them different, and ended up in the same place. To where it's like, I'm going to help you up. I'm going to literally like me and fam relationship, where it's like, you know, like he's helping me up in the same way. And some of the things I'm talking about and some things I talk about, you know, helps him, you know, get back to who he is in true nature. You know, so
it's my therapy session.
Yeah, let me read some of these comments. because I know that Poison Polish, you know, been in the trenches. Okay, you dropped the didn't know you know. Okay, so she says we as a race have traumas that we need to address and heal from as a whole that runs deep. Amen.
Amen.
And getting us all on the same page at the same time as a collective to fix it is a struggle, a fight for our life. True too, because it's a journey getting to a space because to be your authentic self, and sometimes you gotta get up in something to come up out of right, absolutely. And it's like if you're not aware, you know, that up in is not, you know, better than who you are when you up out, you know, and they're rewarding you for it. Like say, i.e. bad behavior, say, i.e., you know, murderous, violent, you know, you're not really giving a fuck about the kids, you know. It's like fuck the community, fuck the family. How you doing that? And then it ain't fuck God too. How you doing that? It ain't fuck the ancestors. Because like these are the same people who trudged through oppression and slavery and, you know, all these different, you know, vehicles to allow us to be here today. And then you get up here and show your natural black ass.
You gotta do those things in it too.
You know, you get up here and then you forget who you are type shit.
Facts.
So she say a word because you could be getting up in some trouble. Yes, you can.
Plant butter.
Okay.
No, you can't go through nothing without getting in it. That's how you get out.
Okay. Period. What, you got anything you want to add?
You know, it comes to my understanding that for me to try to make everything right with my people, I need time alone to get myself right. I was told to sit down and talk like adults. When I heard that phrase, I was just like, okay, I'm not even ready now.
Right.
The fact that it had to be implemented to sit down and talk like an adult, I thought we was already talking like adults. So with that being said, I had to go find myself. Like let me go sit down real quick because the only thing I'm comprehending right now is, you know, my fist.
Yeah.
And it wasn't right. You know what I mean? So I'm still trying to find myself.
Right. We all are.
But if you think about your fist, that's not talking like an adult family.
Facts. Well, thank you for telling me that.
Oh, Ben, he got a long message. He says, I think he means super. I think it just says spa. But he said in Ghana here, most people come from a traditional home and they have a spiritual name and it goes against them. Some can't get marriages. Some can't give birth, etc. Some people's names take after their family members, like their grandparents or their uncles. One thing makes this name take after their family dangerous is very likely that the child can live the same life of the person you name the child to, and the secret challenges the person is dealing can get in touch with the child, and the child will face some of the same challenges too.
That's deep.
Right.
That's deep.
Right. So it's, you know, like I ended up like something happened. I changed and I was like, I'm super duper, and I spelled it like a name, you know. And it was because some of the things that specifically what you're saying, O'Bain, some of the things that were attached to Marquez, which is my real name, I did not identify with no longer.
Facts. I feel you on that.
You know, so, you know, I was creating myself, you know, wholly, securely in a new identity. Yeah. You know, now, fast forward to today, and I'm using it as a business, and I'm using it as in my business. It's like, okay, I have to become Marquez Hayes again.
Yeah.
You know, because I can't get lost in super duper. You know, because the perception that people think that I am, it's much, much different than the person that I really am in real time and in real life. So like I can't come, to my relationships at work and with my nieces and my, the people that I, dedicate my life to and say, okay, I'm super duper and you're just pitch potch who you are. It's like, no, like you're like really seeing, me authentically as me today. Cause like it might change tomorrow.
Facts. No, you're right. I did the same thing though. Like in high school, I changed my name to Fam North. That was my name in high school.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So now me growing up, anybody who called me my government name, I know that's high school. I don't associate with that no more.
Right.
If you call me that, I'm like, I ain't even responded because I know what that was. That was all drama back then.
Right.
So if you say, yo, D. Sharon, I'm like, fuck. Don't let me be with the shorties. I'm pushing them. Go down there now. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what I did when I was in high school.
Right.
So I don't associate myself. You call me fam, it's all about the music,
That's
baby.
what
What's
I call
up?
it to myself. When we be calling you and you don't be answering the phone.
Really?
Yeah, I be like, call D. Sharon.
Oh yeah, that's why I don't say. Like spiritually, my spirit, like no, no, nigga, no. We're not doing that. Yeah, straight up though. Like, and it's be crazy because I'll be walking downtown, be getting off a gig, and I hear somebody say D. Sharon, and I'll be like,
that's karma.
Fuck.
On the way.
And I hate to be with my shorties and somebody call me that because I don't want them to see.
D. Sharon.
I don't want them to see my shorties.
Right.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, fam North. That's what it is.
That's what it is. Okay. Well, we 2 hours in.
Damn.
That was quite a ride, and like we still ain't scratched the surface because like this is new to me as well. I didn't realize that some of the things I was saying had all these like tentacles and layers to it. I think it's quite what's the word I want to use? Interesting. To live in a world where that it will require you spiritually or on some level, whether spiritually or carnally, to modify yourself in a way for gain. Whatever kind of, and like how many people out here going through that shit every single day to where it's like, you are who you are because they like you like that. Do you lower your voice a little bit, or do you wear a little bit more makeup, or do you quiet down, like don't be too much, be nice, are you looking out for motherfuckers who don't need to be looked out for, and are you giving them their attention, because you get some type of reward for it? Like what is it outside of all of those things that is blocking you from having, a true connection to what's authentic and real, and like where that's at, where's the soul of it fucking all, and like, is there any value in it? I say yeah, because like I would rather be like Trey Melvin, where it's like, I would rather see things, communicate things from a different level, create mediums and vehicles in which to reach, people. They cannot hear. I really, I don't know. Well, as I'm saying that, I don't even know if I'm interested in that. I really don't give a fuck.
Damn.
I don't, because I don't think that, like, I think I'm specific. I think that I'm speaking specifically to people that can hear me. Okay. And like, I don't think that I have an interest to reach, people that cannot. Like, I feel like that when you get to a point in your life to where, you're looking for answers, I feel like that you might come across my videos and then, you're going to be like, damn, this motherfucker, was like, this is exactly what I needed. I don't think that I have to lower myself at any point to do anything, but like, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm lazy.
Okay, you're anything but that.
Like, spiritually, maybe I'm spiritually lazy. I don't know. But either way, we're going to get out of here, y'all. We're going to be back, on Sunday. Are we going to be here on Sunday?
Far as I know, yeah.
Okay. Look, I got to make sure.
Let's double check. Let me see how much.
Put the camera on him.
Let me see how long this is going to be my first movie with me being the camera guy. Scary movie. This is my first scary movie. So I didn't get a shot list. So a shot list is pretty much a list of shots that I have to get. Mm-hmm. You usually get that before you go on set. Yeah. I haven't gotten that yet. Yeah. So I don't know how tomorrow is gonna be, and if I get all the shots. So if I don't,
Sunday gonna be.
Yeah. So Saturday gonna be, cause Saturday is my first shoot, and if I don't get all my shots Saturday, then I have to go back Sunday. Okay. So I will let you guys know tomorrow. As soon as I'm wrapping up, I'll be on the phone. Hey, Soup.
It's not tomorrow. It's Sunday.
Sunday.
Well, tomorrow's Saturday.
Tomorrow's Saturday. That's when I start the movie.
He said, depending on how his Saturday goes, let him know how his Sunday's gonna go.
Yes.
Okay. Heard and well received. Poison Polish Nail Company says, I have heard that we attract people at the frequency and vibration that we are on. I've seen that, period, in my business. Like, I don't even deal with people. I was telling them earlier, I was like, I set up the boundaries of my business, up in a way to where, like, I can, like, live my life. Like, it's necessary for me to live like this. So, when people impede on them boundaries, then they're making it difficult for me to live, So, like, in doing so, it repels the frequency, that people are not on, where they cannot accommodate, the lane that I'm in. And then it attracts people that can, where it's like, I'm not worried about specifically about the money. I love it, the money. Don't get me wrong. But it's like, more importantly, it's the energy and the vibe, where it's like, okay, I have to tailor this shit in a way to where weird shit can't get in. Whether it's something that's temporary with my time, something that's temporary with my attention, or something that's temporary with my money. So Obing says, Super, everybody is looking good today. And say hi to Big Daddy CJ for me.
Hey-o.
And Poison Polish says, this was a blast. Much love. We love y'all. Thank y'all for sticking through this to the end. Subscribe if you have not already, and tell a friend, share this with somebody, because like, I don't think that people have had this. I haven't heard nobody saying nothing like this. Like, this is very new to me. I'm still learning all the layers to it, so I'm sure that we'll be revisiting this sometime soon. So before we go, make sure y'all plug y'all handles.
I knew he was gonna do that shit. Yo, what's good? It's Fam North, Pots and Pan Audio Studios, R&D Lab, producers, Tag Production, live production, video production. Nukem Enterprise is this your AV Tech right here. Nukem Craft and Events. Any custom gear? Bow. We got you.
And I am Big Daddy CJ. You can follow me on my Instagram at _.bigdaddy.cj_.bigdaddy.cj. Check out my new reel that I made from the Nicki concert yesterday. Got some little music up there for y'all. And of course, it's me. Hit the DM, chat with me. I'm gonna do better. I be busy. But like, yeah, slide over my DM.
And y'all know who this is. Like, I thank y'all for connecting, watching, and we'll be back Sunday. Okay, Sunday around maybe 3-ish, 4-ish, 5-ish, 6-ish.
Those are a lot of numbers.
Look, DM me and say if you waiting on me to go, it's like, where the fuck you at? And I'm gonna tell you like real time where we at, cause like we be trying. Okay,
Candyland.
Hey, okay. I can't even get the camera on him.
Oh, it's over with now.
Yeah, it's definitely over with. Okay. Look, get me out of here, honey.